everyone, before I jump into this video, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who commented on my latest community post or messaged me anywhere or anything. I just want to say thank you so much because you don't know how much it means to me, and I read loads of those comments like twice and I went to go and reply to them, but then I was all welling up so I couldn't reply. So I just thought I would say thank you on here. Thank you so much, and I am going to do some more decluttering videos at some point, but in a rather ironic turn of events, today's video is actually going to be a thrift haul, which most of the stuff isn't for me. I'll explain in the video, but just wanted to say thank you, and yeah, see you later.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another video. Today's video is going to be a big thrift haul because over the last few months since I did my last one, I've picked up quite a few little bits and bobs here and there, but a lot of it isn't for me, for once. Heaven forbid, I know, right? Well, some of it is. Yeah, some of it is, but not all of it. To cut a long story as short as possible, I'm doing a big makeover project in my nan's flat in London that I'm obviously going to film and share with you guys. And I'm trying to thrift as much as possible and use hand-me-downs and secondhand items as much as I can. I'm sure there'll be some new items as well, but I just want to try and be as sustainable as possible while also having cute stuff, keeping it to a budget, etc. So I've been scouring the charity shops for a while and I found quite a few things and I'm going to show them to you today. But first of all, here's a little bit of footage from my travels. Let's start with a fabric-y item. I found these curtains in the local hospice shop and they are like quite long, creamy white curtains, and they were £8. Very nice, thick fabric. The reason I picked these up was because, can you see? I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but it's got this kind of little texture detail going on. I'm a big fan of vertical lines and texture, so I knew I had to pick these up. Sadly, they're a bit too short for any of the windows in my house, so I'm going to be using them on a few DIY projects. Speaking of DIY projects, lots of thrift flips are coming for that big flat makeover, so stay tuned because you might see some of these things in the future. This is a bit of an odd one. This is a painting of some fruit, I guess. This is on sale and it was £2 instead of £5, and it's an actual painting. I have a soft spot for paintings because I know how much time they took. I'll be honest though, the reason I bought this was because I love the gold frame and I want to put something in here, but I don't want to lose the painting, and I think it might look really cool if I mount the painting in a more modern like black frame or something like that. So 2 items for the price of 1. Kind of cool. I wish I could paint like that. Wow. Another wall related item is this. I can't walk past a circular mirror in a charity shop without picking it up, and this one was only £3.50. It's got kind of like a crappy plasticky frame, so I might try and remove the mirror from the inside and do something with this. Nevertheless, it is kind of cool and it was a bargain. This one's one of the items that I definitely just bought for myself, and it is a little wicker basket. I always feel like I'm gonna take one of these and go on a picnic and be super cute, but I don't. I just fill them with like scarves and gloves and things. But I really like to have organization systems that are not only functional, but they also have a nice form as well. So I'll probably use this to store something. This was only £2, so nice little bargain. I needed some hooks for the bathroom in the flat, and I found these and they're brand new. They were £3, but they're originally from Sainsbury's Home, and they're this just plain wood effect with a little bit of white paint on them. I think they look really nice and modern, very minimal, and they'll be perfect in the bathroom. So that's those. How about we take a look at some of the ceramic items, because I did get quite a few things. So my favourite piece of this haul is this big vase thing. It's wicker and ceramic, And I really like the mixture of the textures going on here, and this was only £4. The thing about my house is obviously it's a Victorian house, so the ceilings are really high. So if you have a small vase, it looks even smaller. So I have to size up on a lot of items in especially my dining room and my sitting room. I'm trying to do the dining room soon, so I thought this might be kind of cool for the table or for a corner. And at £4, it was a bargain. How many times am I going to say that during this video? I don't know, but we'll see. Next up, there's this one. It's a much smaller vase, but as you can see, it's kind of got this clay base and then a glazed midsection. This was £1.99, and I just really like the texture and the sort of earthy tones it's got going on. It would be perfect for storing kitchen utensils in, so we'll find a place for this at some point. So this one, definitely not for me. I don't drink tea. I am not an official British person, I suppose, because I don't drink tea, but this one is definitely for my nan's flat. She loves her tea. I didn't think she had a teapot, so I decided it'd be just best to get her one anyway, and this was £2.50 from the Cancer Research store. What I like about it is it's quite small and it's got a wooden bottom and a wooden top, which is really interesting. Originally from Sainsbury's Home, I thought it'd just be quite nice to have on some open shelving. And last of all, from the breakables section, because we all know what I'm like with breaking things, I'm gonna put these away very soon. I found these glasses. I got 2 of them in the Samaritans and they were 50p. They'd look perfect on my bar cart if I can't bear to part with them. But for 50p, I thought that was a really, really good deal. As you can see, they've got like a metallic gold rim around the bottom and they're a really interesting shape. Where can I put this where I'm not gonna break it? Nowhere, because I'm gonna break it. Time for some big things. First thing I want to show you is this. Can you see it? Is it gonna fit in the frame? This is a small-ish cane shelf and I bought this. You won't believe this, but I did. I bought this for £2. What? This is definitely for the DIY pile because it's not in the best condition. It's kind of cheap, so I'm not gonna feel too bad about doing something with it. It's not like a fancy cane piece, you know. And although I have scrubbed the top with sugar soap, this stuff just won't come out. So I'm gonna try and do something with it, but in the meantime, it's going on the DIY pile. Next up, for the slightly larger items that I have, this box. This is my Pat West box, and if you're wondering why I call it my Pat West box, it's because someone called Pat West has written her name all over it. And this has somewhat of an interesting story because I was in a charity shop a couple of months ago and I picked this up. I thought it'd be a great project for some makeup storage, so I popped it under my arm and I was carrying it around the shop, and then outside I hear someone going, "Pat West," and I'm like, why do I recognize that name? It's because it's on the box. So apparently Pat West had some relatives who were in the area and a lot of her items had been donated to the charity shop and the relatives didn't get to look through it. I offered them if they wanted this, they could have it. They said no, they were looking for some more sentimental pieces. But to cut a long story short, they managed to get a lot of stuff back and they were very happy. But they wouldn't have found out unless they'd seen me carrying this at the front door with her name on it. So that is the fun story of the Pat West box. As you can tell, this definitely needs a good upcycle. Not sure what's going on with the top. I think it's a footstool that opens. It has little drawers. It has the potential to be very cute, but at the moment it's a bit of an ugly duckling, so I'm gonna give it a makeover. That was £4.50 before I forget. And last but not least, because this is actually, now that I look at it, quite a small haul, I want to share something with you that's kind of in a similar vein because it's secondhand, hand-me-down items that I've been given. It's not technically things that I found in the charity shops, but I think if you look hard enough you can find anything that's pretty cool in the charity shops. And so I've been given a few pieces from family members and I thought I would shove them in this video and share them with you. The first item is from my Aunt Hilary, so if you see this, hello and thank you. She gave me this, which is really cool. It's a vase, but I think it looks good without anything in it. And it's kind of like a patterned metal, I'd say hammered metal, but it's almost like it's been stamped with something. It's really cool. And like I said, the bigger the piece, the better as far as some of the rooms in this house go. So I think this would look kind of cool in my entryway. Maybe, we'll see. And here are a few things that my nan has given me, because every time I go over there she's trying to get rid of something and I end up taking a lot of it, but it's fine because I end up giving her a load of my crap too. So thank you, Nan. This was something she had lying around that she was desperately trying to get rid of, and I said I would take it because it's got this lovely cane webbing on the top, and you know how much I like cane webbing. I'm a big fan, but the stool itself is a very sort of red toned wood, which I'm not a fan of. So I'm hoping that if I can sand this back a bit, underneath is going to be something that's a little bit lighter, that will go a little bit more with the cane style webbing furniture pieces we see at the moment. It's a bit of an odd shape, isn't it? It kind of bows in the middle, not because people have been sitting on it, because that's just the way it's been made, but that I thought was kind of interesting. And then she also gave me this, which is absolutely not gonna fit into frame, but hold on. That's my camera right there. I'm gonna put this down, it's really heavy. That's a massive mirror from her old bathroom because she had it redone recently. And I said, I want that. That would look really good in my bathroom. At the moment, my bathroom has a square mirror that's been painted white, just from a charity shop, and it's nice, it does the job. But this one is like an antique kind of pine, and I definitely like this one a lot more. So I'm gonna put this up, and then maybe my nan will have the one in the bathroom. That tends to be what happens. But yeah, those are all the things for today's video. Hope you don't mind me adding a few bits in at the end that I didn't necessarily thrift. I always love sharing these videos with you because I want to show you what you can find if you buy things secondhand. There is a treasure trove of stuff out there and it just takes a little bit of searching. And like I said, I've got a few bits in London and I definitely have to pick up a bunch more stuff for this flat. So if you want to see some more videos, thrift hauls, etc., let me know in the comments down below. With all of that being said, happy thrifting. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.